Hey guys, Turret here, bringing you a 1v1 today. We're on Langreskaya, playing for today, spawning in the south. We have a DarkFurst playing as the Soviet Union, and he has locked in armored assault straight away, making the most of that radio intercept. In the north we have Blackace playing as Austere. He has spearhead, mechanized assault and mobile defense. So yeah, it's good to lock armored assault in straight away for that radio intercept. You want to see if your enemy is making the tech structure. Maybe they're going for Osttrooping. And most importantly on this map, whether they're going to be building a sniper. And when they build that sniper. Which looks like Blackace isn't doing. Usually you would go for a sniper right about now after you're making your first grenadier. So we see Maxims rolling out from DarkFurst, as you come to expect these days from Soviets.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Oh, but he's actually gone for another conscript. Interesting play. Alright, he's making a go at this cutoff, and he does get it going before that MG can pin him. So it's a nice cutoff maneuver, and now we've got a Maxim coming in on the flank, and head to head the Maxim will beat the MG42. It's got 6 models instead of 4, so it's got a bigger health pool, and just in general, I mean, it seems to just win. Like, it seems to suppress and do more damage in a head-to-head combat situation. So we see Blackace making full use of this garrison here. Very important to not lose control of either of these garrisons and your cutoff. Generally considered the north as the slightly weaker spawn on this map because it is easier to access this cutoff than this one that's been right outside the base. And there's a nice heavy cover wall here that you can shoot it from, and also behind this hedge. Makes it a lot harder to access. There's a bit of like light cover around this wall because of those hedges. Anyway, G42 maybe getting flanked by his conscript. No, he switches targets, managed to get a good suppressing burst off there, and now he's switching back, forcing that conscript away. Here comes the Maxim though. May get flanked by this Grenadier squad. No, he focuses the Gren first. Now he's repositioning. May take an MG42 burst here though, and he does, and it's suppressed. Oh, and with our Greens coming in from the north, he's forced away. Nice maneuvering there by Blackace, and this is really important as Austere. If you're going for the MG42, you've got to make good use of it. And that's exactly what we're seeing from Blackace so far. Diligent micro of his MG42, suppressing everything, repositioning it nicely, and look at the results. He's rebuffed quite a few attacks so far. Off to a good start. Now DarkFurst going for 3 conscripts, so only 1 Maxim, and also a mortar. Ooh, and a nice opening shot from that mortar. This is it out to those greens. At this stage, I wonder if maybe one of these conscript squads should come around this flank here, try and get the drop on this MG and Blackace's mortar. And I didn't mention this at the start of the game, but both these players in the top 50 are pretty good players. Oh, that hedge goes down there finally and takes out a lot of conscripts at the same time. Maxim switches targets, suppresses both these squads, in fact pins that green squad. And both of those squads are repelled, but Blackace off to a pretty promising start. Usually in that north spawn you can be in get off to a pretty ropey start, especially as Austere, but he is performing quite admirably. And we see DarkFurst actually going for 2 mortars. Now we've seen a lot of double mortar play from, I mean, top level players in the last weak at ESL. Most notably, I suppose we saw 3 Austrian Mortars from Von Ivan against Captain Price in the ESL monthly finals. Oh, look at that mortar shell there. Almost wipes that squad. Luckily, they were behind heavy cover, taking that 50% reduced damage. So,
We are losing a sector.
just one hit them there, but man, that was close. And this is actually an issue here for this MG being so clubbed up and in only light cover. They will not take that reduced damage on the mortar, so that could easily go down to these double mortars. See the Maxim wheeling out there, escaping by the skin of its teeth. Oh, this is a curious play. An early fuel cache from DarkFurst. Okay, he's got enough to put down his tech structure now and maybe field himself a quad. He's got a bit of munition spare. So the M5 quad is definitely a possibility.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
See Blackace continuing to micro his MG42. Probably would have been a better idea to move that slightly further forwards. Doesn't matter. First burst suppression at max range. Rather lucky break there. DarkFurst a bit out of manpower right now, and it's because he's putting down his tech structure. He's been suffering quite a lot of bleed as well. Also got quite a large army here. I mean, 3 cons, MG and 2 mortars. That's quite a large starting army. I'm starting to run into some manpower issues right now. Haven't seen any telemines go down for Blackace yet, and now, in fact, just as I say that, he starts to put one down. The problem with going telemines against somebody with radio intercept is that it actually reveals them. They made it so the audio cue doesn't come up anymore, but the notification still comes up. So if you click on it, it will actually show exactly where it goes. So that's a bit of an issue with radio intercept at the moment. You can't use telemines. I mean, if you're up against a player who's maybe not paying close attention to radio intercept, they may not notice it, but at the top levels of play, they definitely will, and that will be a waste of munitions. So yeah, that's a real issue with radio intercept. They kind of fixed it by removing the audio notification a while back, but they didn't actually remove the notification that appears over here, so that is one of the reasons why Armored Assault has become so popular recently. Getting the intel on your opponent's army, and also the mines, which is so valuable for Soviets especially. The T-70s, if you can dodge those telemines, they can really just devastate the Axis. So Maxim makes a bold play here, jumping to this rather aggressive garrison position, but quickly repelled by that mortar there. And as we can see, the double mortar's not really paying dividends yet for DarkFurst. Got 3 kills on one on the other. Does take a while for mortars to kind of pay themselves back. So he's in it for the long haul, going for double mortar. Now we'll be curious to see if he goes for the sweeper and makes his way over to that mine, if he noticed that mine notification or not. Oh, nasty mortar hit. Man, this Austrian mortar on the other hand, this thing is ripping it up. 12 kills. This is just a devastating display from the Austrian mortar, and that did receive a rate of fire nerf a while ago, but man, it is raining death onto DarkFurst here. DarkFurst we see making a play down the right hand flank. He's got 2 cons and MG, as well as his T-70, which is actually quite damaged right now. He sees combat engineers, and Blackace here making a push forwards, perhaps going for his opponent's cutoff, bring his pack up at the same time, doesn't want to his pack in the back lines against T70. T70 actually falling all the way back to base as those combat engineers retreat. They can repair him at the base. Doesn't have healing yet though, so that's definitely causing him to bleed a lot, and perhaps would have been a better idea to go for healing instead of that second mortar, which doesn't seem to be working out too well for him as of yet. Certainly would have helped his manpower situation. Ooh, Austin Mortar, Vet 2 now, 13 kills. Vet 2 is when it really starts to rain death. It's against the accuracy bonus. Oh, this Maxim looks like it's going to go down here to this green squad. In fact, there's only 2 windows out of this side.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
And maybe a slight misplay if he had his greens not inside the building. All 4 models firing. I think that Maxim would have gone down there, but... Oh, pack goes down. I mean, T70 goes down to the pack. Wow. I'm not sure what happened there. Did he repair that? Is that on half health all along? Did he not use true self-repair? I don't understand why his T70 went down there. So wow, DarkFurst, things are looking a bit shaky for him right now. As for Blackace, he's got enough fuel and he's going for the tech. This is good. I see him not pigeonholing himself by going for mobile defense. Still has the option for... I mean, if you've got a good start like this as OS tier, just tick up, get your tier 3 rolling. Leave your doctrine selection available, because I mean he still has access to Spearhead in the late game, so tier 3 plus Spearhead, very potent. In the late game. By the same token, if he things start to go wrong at this point, he could always just go for mechanized assault and bring out those Stuggies. He could probably go for the dual Stuggy at this point. He's got so much fuel. Looks like Pioneers run over a mine there, almost wipes the squad. Blackace's harassment on this side actually went pretty decently for him. He got quite a lot of territory over here, actually connecting that fuel briefly. Now definitely diverted Blackace's attention. We've got 2 heavily wounded conscripts here trying to battle it out against those Panzergrenadiers at long range, but he needs that Maxim to suppress them, otherwise he's probably going to lose this engagement. At the very least he's going to bleed a heck of a lot. Definitely needs those medics. Oh, and they have finally come online, so he's actually going to retreat all these squads. They're all so low. Now he's got the medics. He's going to heal them up before return to combat. Good idea. Doesn't want to bleed more manpower than he has to, but it will leave him without fuel for probably a minute or 2 extra now. If he did manage to get some suppression on this squad, he probably could have forced it away and capped. But he's playing it safe in terms of the manpower game. But it is going to cost him quite a bit of fuel. So we see is this now for DarkFurst. I mean, it's been on the field for a while, but he's going to need it because Blackace has enough fuel to go for that Panzer IV. Just needs a tiny bit more manpower now. Oh, this could be trouble. He's trying to put a mine down right. The S-mines, in fact, and that can be dangerous putting down S-mines when there are mortars nearby. They can kind of backfire. Detonate on the squad, planting them as the mortar shells the squad. So how are these mortars going? Okay, this one's at Vet 1 at 2 kills. This one's Vet 1 4 kills. So They're climbing the veterancy, so they must be doing a bit of damage, but they're just not paying themselves in terms of kills, that's for sure. As for Blackace's one, I'm sure that's, yep, continues to climb. 18 kills now. How is it? How is this? He's got half as many mortars, but he's got like 3 times as many kills. Craziness. Oh, Maxim's about to go down here to this LMG green squad. And will he steal it with the squad or not? It looks like DarkFurst is rotating to regather that. And he will. LMG Green's though punishing this. And in fact, he may be able to wipe this here. Oh, the gunner goes down. Oh, but the Maxim comes in with the suppression at the last second there, saving that Maxim from falling into Axe's hands. Oh, and this could be trouble here. Conscript about to go down, and it does to the LMG Green. DarkFurst feeling a bit, maybe he's been stretched a bit thin here. Trying to micro over here and on the other flank at the same time. Oh, there we go. That's a decent hit there from the Soviet mortar. But that's what I was saying. A lot of damage, but no kills there. Continues to be an issue. Here comes a Panzer IV. This gun should be able to get a hit off. No, Panzer IV spots it. Rotates behind the hedges. Do you have AT grenades yet? No, still no AT grenades. Got more than enough fuel, but nowhere near enough manpower. And in fact, he built a second fuel cache. I was wondering where all his manpower was going. 2 fuel caches. I don't agree with this, and kind of lucky that Panzer IV didn't stick around for one more shot in that cache. Now there's this. I mean the SU-76, in fact, rotating to get some shots off on the P4. Meanwhile, LMG Green's just tearing through everything that comes through here. Now switching their focus to the cache. At the same time, he could use his mortar to barrage that cache, finish the job. SU-76 takes a Panzerfaust, but not on too much damage. Here comes the pack though. Oh, in fact, the pack moves up to finish the cache. Oh yeah, and the Maxims. Needs those Maxims to help him push out, suppress these squads as he's making his way out of his base. Otherwise, he's just going to get chopped down by these LMG Greens. And this is why a lot of players are going for more Maxim-centered play rather than conscripts, because conscripts against LMG Greens just don't work unless you've got the PPSH upgrades. The fact of life there. SU-76 barraging the austere mortar, wants to clear that veterancy. This thing has been terrorizing his army, especially as they come out of this tight confined area. It's pretty much guaranteed to hit every shot. SU-76 barrage though at long range, a lot of scatter. Not getting much work done there. 24 kills on this austere mortar. Man, this thing is definitely MVP from the game so far. And now we can see DarkFurst in major trouble, pretty much pinned in his base. Needs to rethink his strategy here. Conscript's making a play down the center. LMG Vet 3 LMG Greens in fact here, and those cons are getting chopped down mighty quick. Here comes some P Greens on the flank. May wipe this squad as they retreat. Ooh, but a lucky mortar hit there. Knocks out the MG42. And here come the IL2s. A lot of damage to that Grenadier squad, and maybe DarkFurst can steal this MG42 away. That would be a nice pickup. He's so low on manpower, he can't even afford to reinforce his squads. Oh, nice positioning on his SU-76, getting a few choice shots on the P4 from a rather safe locale. And no squads nearby for a snare. So SCC-76 going to town on the Panzer IV. SCC-76 only does 120 damage, so will not kill the P4 and 4 shots.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
COH2. So IL-2s run out. Sometimes they do fly around for a little bit longer after the circle is gone, and I have noticed that sometimes they do actually target stuff after that. Yep, see? Look at this. What is this? Just as I said it happens. The circle was gone. Long gone. And the plane comes in for the last word. The last laugh. Forcing away that MG. So another MG42, or is that a stolen Maxim? I think it was an MG42, yeah it was. But still, that IL-2 definitely brought a lot of breathing room for DarkFurst. And he's getting close to 13 CPs. In fact, there he goes, he ticks over it now. And he's only about 30 fuel away from his IS-2. So once that IS-2 hits, this could be a very different game. Ooh, but maybe not if this Maxim gets killed. Late retreat there by DarkFurst, and he should probably lose this. There he goes. So they do trade machine guns here. Maxim for MG42. Grenadier squad in the building. This building's getting mighty low. Nice reactions though. Euro Mortar still alive. 26 kills, Vet 3. Take a look at the VP situation. We see DarkFurst during that. Oh, what the hell? IL-2's going over on this flank. Very interesting. Does repel those green squads, but I mean that's 180 munitions down the drain. I'm not sure about the wisdom of that. The thing is why he has so much munitions floats because he didn't put down any mines, and it's very hard to put down mines in demos when you have no map control. So in some ways this IL-2 kind of I mean Soviets usually have to worry when they can't be able to place mines. They usually do float a lot of munitions, but this allows you to make good use of that even though he's been so far behind. Not really showing in the munitions game. What does he do? Oh no, what was that? See, the Panzer IV killed the mine that he's trying to plant, so I imagine he shift-clicked a few mines in this area, and they tried to make another one, ends up going down. No, he's just getting torn up here, needs to retreat. He's very late on his retreats, DarkFurst. Time and time again, loses that MG42 there for no real reason. He just needed to mass retreat there. Very late reactions. Oh, no, only kills one model. Oh, but he gets the squad on the second one. There we go. Blackace, what is he doing here? He's ticked all the way up to a Panzerwerfer. This is going to go horribly wrong for him. All he's got is a Panzer IV and a pack. He's going to be dealing with IS-2. This was a horrible idea. Should have realized the command point clock and his opponents, I mean, only made 2 light vehicles, so should know that a IS-2 could be a very real threat at any point. And Panzerwerfer, just a horrible decision here. Probably should have saved for a Tiger, or maybe even going for a Panther. Either way, Panzerwerfer a very bad choice at this particular point in the game. Maybe going for that next would be a good choice, but he needed to field another tank to deal with the IS-2. Panzer IV and a pack not going to be enough. Let's bring in a recon plane now. Just wants to surveil what's going on. You can see that DarkFurst quite a small infantry army, but Does have the armor advantage right now. Oh, but IS-2 exposes its rear armor to the pack. Could use target weak point. No, he's already used that at some point. So on cooldown there. So he spies what's going on. Have to also consider, though, Blackace did deny this fuel for a long time. There were 2 fuel caches for quite a while. One fuel cache for most of the game, in fact. As where Barrage comes in on the mortar, and how is it at 4 men at like that tiny sliver of health? That is just nuts. I don't think I've ever seen a squad with 4 men with that low health, except for maybe after a white phosphorus barrage or similar. Recon plane, I think it got shot down there by the Dishka. Yeah, vehicles destroyed 1. IS-2 though has taken quite a bit of damage from the pack. They only got 1 squad available for repairs. Could use the vehicle crew repairs, so maybe that's what he's trying to do, trying to get quite a lot of damage on this, and then make full use of that crew repair. It's quite risky to do that though, especially with a pack with target weak point. IS-2 could go down if it gets stunned quite easily. Conscript's making a play down the right hand flank. Does he have AT grenades here? No, still no AT grenades. So DarkFurst can't really do much against this Panzer IV. And with that Pintle upgrade doing decent damage to these cons. He's gonna, no, I thought he was going to come in there for the crush briefly. Oh, this could be trouble here. If that pack gets cleared by this Maxim and loses his veterancy, oh no! Oh man, and this could be a good moment here for DarkFurst to make a strike. That pack cleared. There's very little obstacles. Even with the IS-2 on half health, could make a good push with the SU-76 on support. Okay, there we go. Second time's the charm, I guess, on this Panzerwerfer. Clears up one of the 2 mortars. Oh, but the hero mortar went down. When did that happen? Maybe that fell victim to some counter mortar fire from the Soviet mortar. Either way, that hero mortar no longer on the field. That thing was Vet 3 as well. Big shame to lose that. And we're getting pretty close to Vet 1, not that its Vet 1 ability is particularly good. Counter barrage. Oh, what? Okay, it looks like Blackace briefly thought about bringing in the Panther. Cancelled it. He's got enough fuel for the Tiger, so maybe he's going to save that extra 100 or so manpower and go for that Tiger. And the IS-2 and the SU-76 both back up to full health. Pack is still decrewed here for Blackace, and a lucky SU-76 shot there kills one of the Vet 3 Grens. Without the pack, he's in big trouble right now. He needed to recrew that pack at all costs, even if it cost him his Grens. He just needed it. Here comes the Tiger, but this is big trouble here. 2 SU-76s and an IS-2 versus just a Tiger and a Panzer IV. Blackace in big trouble now, needs that pack. Otherwise he's probably going to lose these tank engagements. And he suffered a few unlucky wipes. Now he's in big trouble. Here comes the Tiger rolling straight down the center. Needs his Panzer IV for support. Focusing on the IS-2. Bad decision. Needs to go for the SU-76. It'll go down quite quickly. And he switches targets to that now. Manages to clear it out. But here comes some conscripts. Oh, but they get suppressed just before they manage to steal that pack. And here comes a Panzerwerfer barrage. Oh, and clears out the cons. And now the IS-2 without support against 2 tanks. Oh, but he's getting some good penetrating shots on the Tiger. Tiger's in a bit of trouble, decides to back off. Scout plane gets shot down there. And we need some of these. We need these pioneers up here ASAP, crewing this pack. But he doesn't manage to do it, and here comes the Tiger, putting more and more pressure onto Blackace. Oh no, this could be devastating. Oh! Gets 4 models with that first shot from the SU-76, and that's going to delay the repairs on that Tiger even further. And now, Blackace, all of a sudden, he's had such a promising start. He's pinned in his base, and I think that's largely just because he made this Panzerwerfer. I mean, I know it's got quite a few kills, but got it not the right time, and also made a big mistake there, not recrewing his pack, just leaving all these team weapons here on the ground, which are all going to be stolen from DarkFurst. So, I mean, that's like 600 manpower or so just falling into his opponent's hands. And just like that, he's on the ropes, and DarkFurst now has enough munitions saved up for a Sturmovik. So whatever Blackace tries to do next, it's going to be very tough for him, because he's going to be getting suppressed, and all his infantry is going to be getting shredded by that IL-2. Here comes the Panzerwerfer barrage. Targeting the Maxim, gets 2 kills, pins it, forces it back. Maybe he can clear the pack here. No, he's still focusing the Maxim with the LMG Green squad. Ooh, ooh! LMG Green's in big trouble. And there's a lot of light cover on the field now because of all these explosive exchanges. So those Greens can clump up, and they makes them even more vulnerable to being one-shot wiped by tanks, mortar shells, and the like. We have some Panzer Grenadier Shreks now on the field for Blackace, so that's bolstering his anti-tank slightly. Still needs to make another pack though. At the same time, DarkFurst with the stolen pack, that's going to be a massive obstacle for this Tiger. Okay, what's he doing? He's sending his P4 down. No, I was going to say he's going to send his P4 down the flank, which seems very risky to me. This is a prime location for mines down these 2 roads, so without a sweeper, that I would not advise doing that at this stage of the game. Now these 3 mortars, this could be real big issue for Blackace, as I was saying, with those craters. With so few squads, as they push out, they could suffer a lot of bleed to these triple mortars. Okay, Tiger and Panzer IV doing a rather odd maneuver, perhaps going to expose their rear armors here. Okay, Tiger's being brought over to deal with these conscripts. Conscripts still don't have AT grenades as far as I'm aware, no. Oh, and this could be trouble. Panzer Grenadier is about to go down here. Oh, no, IS-2 hits the ground because of that elevation change, as you can see there. Most tanks do have trouble shooting over those elevation changes. Okay, Tiger's got its rear armor exposed. Oh, and here comes the IL-2s, just as I was saying that, and that's going to go all the way into Blackace's base. And looks like it cleared an EMG. In fact, that Maxim, which was over here, looks like he tried to recruit it, but didn't last long. Okay, oh, Tiger gets a lucky shot on the IL-2, so that's dead now. Buys Blackace a bit of breathing room, and he needs to get his P-Greens back onto the field. Oh, and somehow the SU-76 survives there. A sliver of health. Doesn't get the kill though. Where's the Pack's way back in base, so Tiger doesn't have any support. I mean, IS-2 doesn't have any support rather, so can't be too aggressive with it. Here come the P-Greens, perhaps hoping to get a few penetrating Shreks in, and both of them pin, I think. Maybe one pin, one didn't. if he can get onto this SU-76, so I think he might be able to one-shot it from this amount of health. Both those Shreks connect. There's a bit of barrage coming in on the mortar, I think. No, focusing on those two mortars on the other side. It's tough though, using a Panzerwerfer in these situations, if you only got eyes on one or two squads, your opponent knows that the barrage is going to be on one of those two squads, so they can quite easily dodge it, as we saw there from DarkFurst. Especially if he's barraging from quite a far away location. It takes a while for those rockets to land. If you're doing a point blank barrage, you might be able to get away with that, but not in this case. So Blackace looks like he's saving up his manpower now for a Panther. He's getting very close to fuel and manpower for that. And once he does that, he's going to have the armor advantage once again, but he's had such little map control. DarkFurst is going to have munitions, or he does have munitions for IL-2 again already. So it's going to make life very hard for Blackace's infantry, even if he does have that armor advantage. And if he doesn't get AT grenades on his conscripts soon, I'm going to freak out. He needs them right now. If he can snare one of these tanks, it'll almost certainly spell death for them. Blackace now at the required amount for a Panther. See if he goes for it. Can't imagine him trying to go for anything else right now.
We are losing a sector. Awaiting orders. The enemy has driven a wedge in our
conscript's
lines.
about to go down. I think. Should. If this Tiger gets unlucky, misses the shot. Oh no, he doesn't. Oh, but P4's in a bit of trouble here. Exposes itself to SU-76 and IS-2 briefly. Oh, MG in a bit of trouble here. Maxim, in fact. Don't know who's got the MG-42s and who's got the Maxims anymore. This has been a back and forth match. MGs have traded hands many a time. Pioneers, combat engineers in a lot of trouble when they go down to the Tiger there. You can't afford to sit in front of the Tiger. It's got such a tremendous rate of fire. Its MGs are so potent.
Our HQ is under attack.
Blackace now, what is he doing? Why is he floating so much? Okay, now he's making his Panther, but this is like almost a minute too late. Need to be a bit more precise on his Panther timings there. Oh, P4's taking some nasty shells. IL-2 going all the way into base, and these repairing Pioneers. Okay, he cannot afford to lose his Pios. He needs those repairs. If he can out-repair his opponent's armor, and with 3 tanks, he could knock out this IS-2 quite easily. I know DarkFurst still has enough fuel to be able to pull in another one, but that would be a good start for his comeback. Sounds like the IS-2 shot down that IL-2 again, so this thing's actually getting a lot of veterancy just from killing planes. Okay, we see DarkFurst now investing in 4 combat engineers, so this is going to mean he's got the repair speed advantage. So he's going to be able to do these tank engagements quite well. We're going to come forward, put some damage on these tanks, and then retreat quite effectively. See the recon plane coming in, so Blackace surveilling what's going on, and usually you would do this in conjunction with a Panzerwerfer barrage. Looks like he's lining that up now, a bit late though. And here comes the Panzerwerfer shot. Looks like he's maybe targeting... No, he's targeting the repairing combat engineers. Oh, what's the Panther doing? Don't prioritize vehicles, turret facing the wrong way. And this, what is Blackace doing here? He's doing some crazy plays here. He's going to kill this Vet 3 SU-76 though. Maybe he's going to be able to get away as he rounds the corner here. He's got his rear arm exposed to the pack and the IS-2 Stops there for a second. What's he doing? Oh no, down he goes to the stolen pack. Get 2 on that pack now. And this was just horribly orchestrated attack here by Blackace. Usually if you pop recon plane with the extra reconnaissance advantage, you should be able to take a good engagement, but Blackace's micro here letting him down.
The sector has been cut off.
Triple cap running now for DarkFurst, so Blackace doesn't have much left. He's still got his 2 combat engineers, and one of them is actually pioneers. Mixing those up today. One of them's desperately trying to stop the triple cap, but it's taking a lot of damage from that R2 strafe. And meanwhile, only 1 squad of repairing pioneers in the base. Blackace, on the other hand, got a lot of manpower in the bank. Bison might be spamming out 2 pyros right now. He's gone for another squad of P-greens though. It's a terrible idea. Doesn't have enough munitions for a Panzer Strike. And he surrenders. So, DarkFurst was on the ropes. Blackace got off to a great start, but things came unglued with that first IL-2 strafe. And then Blackace made some critical mistakes going for that Panzerwerfer instead of another tank, losing the armor advantage. And then deciding not to recrew that pack falling into his opponent's hands and spell the death of his own Panther, and that was ultimately the death blow there. So yeah, Blackace, he could have won that one, but well played by DarkFurst. He stayed cool and came out with a victory. Anyway, I'll wrap on that, guys. If you'd like your game to be cast by me, details in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.